All right. Pause. It's a new Facebook setup, so a little bit tricky to get there. I apologize for being late, those of you who are listening in right now, and those of you who are watching the replay of this. Great. You wouldn't even know that it was late. 12 noon. It took me almost 10 minutes to get up here. Regardless of that, I wanted to address a little bit about intuition, instinct, the body awareness, etc., like that. In listening to my guides yesterday, I got the message. It starts with the body and ends with the body. Starts with the body, ends with the body. And the breath is sort of the interloper, and that which brings awareness to our body. I am convinced from experience and belief that we've got to touch into our body. The problem with that sometimes is that we have some conditioned responses, or more accurately, reactions that are in the body. And the other thing is, there's a lot of fear going through the populace right now. Those of you who are empaths, you know what I mean. You're getting bubbles and waves and vibes of, the collective fear. We're all connected, as human species, even though there's a lot of variations and billions of people, billions of human beings. Anyway, so I wanted to draw a couple cards just to kind of be a springboard for this question. And again, I'm just going to go like that and trust that it'll be valuable. So this is from the Earth Magic cards. There you go. And I'm going to pull one card. And speaking of breath, there's one right there. I want you all to breathe while you're listening to this. Whoa, there comes one. So the card that came up, I'll show you in a sec. Meadow, vulnerability. Meadow, vulnerability. So trusting your instinct has to do with vulnerability, according to how spirit has come through in this particular card. And from the Power Animal Oracle cards. Many of you are familiar with those. Let's see what they say about it. Okay, I smile because this has come up a lot, is elephant. Elephant, resolve. You will overcome any obstacles. So we got two very interesting and seemingly contrasting kind of messages here from Meadow, vulnerability, and elephant, resolve. You'll overcome any obstacles. And what they're saying about the intuition is that you must become vulnerable. In other words, what my hands are doing is like opening up. Part of that is the breath. Calming yourself, meditating regularly every day, doing something, standing on the earth, unless you're in a really, really cold climate, standing on the earth barefoot, leather-soled shoes, or on concrete, or you can stand up in your house. It really doesn't matter. But then do some breathing and draw up the energy from Mother Earth and draw down the energy from Father Sky. And all the while breathing, and it allows you to sink into your body. And there, as you sink into your body and you open yourself up, yes, you are vulnerable. Of course you are when you open yourself this way. But there's nothing to be frightened of. There's nothing. That's the difficulty with this pandemic, is it's the invisible predator, which I talked about and wrote about before. But what you have to do is you have to go to a place of complete trust. And sometimes that's hard to do. What interferes with awareness of the instinctual response, as I said, is a lot of condition from post-traumatic, I don't even want to call it stress disorder. I want to call it disorder. It's adaptation, post-traumatic adaptations that we make in our body. Our body makes adjustments to that. So any work that you can do to clear, easier said than done, takes a while sometimes, but to clear any of the post-traumatic adaptations, and they were adaptations, honor them. They're not a disorder. They're trying to get order out of disorder, out of life-threatening or perception of life-threatening situation. The body goes into adaptations. It's quite natural, and the mind goes along with it. And then you get a feedback loop. When you feel anxiety, you go, oh, what's going on? And then you feed the tension in your body, and the tension in your body feeds the thoughts, and then your thoughts you get the point. There's this loop that goes on. So back to vulnerability in the card that was shown out there. Meadow is to be open, be as open as you can. Allow yourself to feel the emotions that are there. Go ahead and shake, exaggerate it a little bit, dramatize it a little bit if you're feeling afraid. There's nothing wrong with that. It's how do I then move out of that fear, into a space of vulnerability again, a place where I can be receptive. It's actually sometimes just like a flick of the switch, but other times it takes a little bit of work to do that. And that's where elephant comes in. And those of you who know my work on animal spirit guides, my suggestion has always been when you call a card like this, you will overcome any obstacles. Yeah, well, get some help with that. Call on spirit animal, elephant spirit, that will bolster you, to be able to overcome any obstacles. And there are a lot of obstacles today, and a lot of them are illusions. As Elephant says in the reading in the guidebook that goes with both these decks of cards, the Elephant said, hey, a lot of the obstacles are just illusions. They're things that we make up in our mind, disbelief, repeated statements about, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that. Listen, take a breath, sink into your body. Breathe again, keep breathing, allow your shoulders to relax. I'm aware of that myself, there's certain tension in my gut that as I breathe and breathe out, I relax. And in relaxing, then I become more receptive. It's like the antenna go up. And intuition is first felt in the instinctual body, and then it circles up when one is open to the inner voice or images that I see, thoughts that come to mind. Sorry about that. Thoughts that come into my mind. That's how that then becomes intuition. So it's coupled with the physical or the bodily sensations, accompanied by that openness, vulnerability, and then you could say the translation into images, thoughts, the inner voice, further sensations that give you some indication as to what the heck is going on. A lot of people sometimes say, well, how do I know it's not just my imagination? And I always say, of course it's your imagination. That's the bridge to spirit. That's the bridge to our spirit guides. Yeah, trust that. Anyway, be good people. Be good to each other. Do what you have to do during this surge of the pandemic. And let go of your fear. Go give it. The full moon's coming up. Do a ritual, a sacred ritual, letting it go in some way with the full moon as the full moon wanes. So take good care. And just let's get over this divisiveness. Learn to have compassion and understanding for others, no matter who they are. All right. I have to move my eyes around to get to the end live video, but thank you. And God bless you all, and take good care. Okay. I hope that's useful. I just riff. I go off. I think I'm going to do that without the friggin' cards next time. Back to it. Yes.